Crazy Will here today, and today we're going to do a studio tour. That's right. Alexa, I'm in the office.
Hello, William. I hope I put everything to your liking.
So that's usually how I start off my weekend in the office. I got a lot of requests of people wanting to see my studio, wanting to know exactly some of the gear I use, pretty much how the studio looks. So I thought I would do a quick video and put all that together for you, answer some questions that I've gotten in the comments, and that's basically what this video is going to be. And the first thing I'm going to do, just so the lighting's a little bit better, is I'm going to say, Alexa, turn on the soft boxes.
Okay.
Let's start off with the collectibles. I shoot behind this wall a lot. It's not really collectibles, it's just stuff that I like. I got my Mac stuff. That's 2006 iMac. That was my first real Mac that I ever had, and kind of started my love for the Mac products. I have my 2011 MacBook Pro, which kind of started the descent for my love for Apple. And then just random stuff, Star Wars helmet, Lego sets, stuff that's been given to me over the years by my family and friends, because they know I'm a super geek, family guy. This is really cool. My sister got me this. It's the Matrix scene. This is a signed Star Trek figure, which I'm not a very big Trekkie, but it was really cool. I used to be really big into paintball, which that's my nasty impulse. And the funny story about this little box back here is that me and my dad made it. It used to be for when I was trying to do some animation. It was a light box really, and it was for looking at the animation underneath it and putting the paper over it. No, I wasn't tracing. I was trying to follow my animation, and he made me this light box. I didn't have the heart to get rid of it. It used to be just rough wood and everything. I stained it, put lights in it, and made it a show box. Threw my nasty impulse in there, and threw my Game Boy, my original Game Boy. I think it was 1989. I think it was 9 or 10 when I got that. The only thing I got for Christmas. Loved it. My parents, they were poor, so. And then there's all random collectible stuff. No, I am not anonymous. I just liked V for Vendetta, and my friend gave me that. Random puzzles on the wall, me and my wife do. That's Beauty and the Beast, because that's me and my wife. I'm the Beast, she's the Beauty. We did this comic book one. We got snowed in one time. What's really funny is that Future Force comic used to be worth $135. I won it at a comic book store. I was the grand prize winner, but unfortunately now it's only worth, I think, like $1.50. But I still keep it in there and I still keep it up, you never know. And then I got my Iron Man, got my Portals, big Portals fan, love Portals. Batman, big Batman fan. I'm a big comic book nut, period. I got my drone hanging on the wall, which is my $25 Aldi drone, which was really cool. I did a video on that, and you can see that here. I'm gonna post some videos that I did so you guys can get some ideas. So I got down here, I have just some shelves that I decided to put up. I got 2 pairs of Beats. One was a fake pair because I was too cheap, and one was a real pair that actually they came down in price and I wound up getting it. And then I got my Oculus Quest, which you guys, if you want to see that Oculus Quest video, it's a virtual reality headset. You can see that right here, and pencils and other stuff. Also my Durkin video, if you like wireless headphones, that was really good too. Now I do get products sent to me from time to time. Most of the stuff I buy, but every so often I get products sent to me. I have companies that reach out to me, and that's what I'm doing with this mic right now, right here, is I'm actually testing it. Even though I already produced the video, I still like to test it. I still like to mess with it, because if you guys have questions about something, I want to kind of know everything about it. And just for the fact that if I did recommend them and they turn out not to be so hot, I can come back and tell you, so I don't look like a complete ass. So that's why I'm continuing on using this mic instead of my shotgun mic. All right, so continuing on the tour of my office, and you guys probably seen all this stuff in the background of my videos. I've actually made that sign right there in Will's Man Cave. I soldered some LED lights on the back of it, Will's Man Cave, because that's really what this was before I started shooting videos. All right, so I got something my sister gave me, and I really cherish it. It's never, never give up, because I never will, and my sister knows that. So she gave me that, and there's a family photo. This is my family. Love them to death. It's awesome. It's an old picture, but I still keep it here when I moved down here. And just to let you guys know, I actually was originally from New York, and I moved down to North Carolina. So that's why that's kind of an old photo. I have my candle. It's a man candle. That's why there's a man's suit on it. Don't judge me. It smells freaking awesome. My lovely wife, picture of my lovely wife that puts up with all my craziness. All my sunglasses. Funny story about the sunglasses. Everybody always asks me, Will, what's with the sunglasses? Take the stupid sunglasses off. I get a lot of nasty comments. I get some funny comments. I get some people asking me where to get them. The way that the sunglasses came to flourishing was I got these pair in a loot crate, which is really funny. A loot crate, it's a mail away geek box basically. They give you a bunch of stuff. You pay $20 a month and you get different types of things, shirts, glasses, all kinds of crazy stuff. This was in one of the loot crates and I wanted to make a video, and it's my first video, and I'll post it right here so you can see how horrible I was, or maybe I'm still horrible, who knows. I know I have a crooked eye and I didn't want people concentrating on the crooked eye. I don't care about the comments. I just didn't want to constantly be like, oh man, your eye's crooked, your eye's crooked. So I figured out a quick way of kind of disguising it so people won't get distracted comments of stupidity. Are you looking at me? Which I get on a regular basis, you know, even people that aren't trying to hurt my feelings, they'll be like, listen, if someone has a crooked eye, look at the eye that's looking at you. That's all I could say. Back to the glasses. I got all those on Amazon because a lot of people ask me. They're called 8-bit glasses. So if you like them, go ahead and buy them. Another thing back here, you might have noticed this. You're probably like, what is the story of Kokoro? This is actually my comic book. And I did 3 issues. I made a website. It's still up. You can visit it at thestoryofkokoro.com. I have 3 issues. There's supposed to be a 4th one. And that was probably over 3 years ago. I was working really hard on this comic and it wasn't really taking flight because it's a niche market and you have to get into Diamond, which is a magazine thing, but it's a whole long story. Basically, I kind of stopped doing the comic book, but I am still kind of doing it on the side here and there. There'll be a link down below and you can visit the website and purchase either a digital copy or a real copy. Now we're gonna look at my swords. You guys have a lot of questions about my sword. The top 2 were my first sword collection. It was supposed to be a Highlander sword because I was a big fan of Highlander. Not a Highlander sword, it was like a fake. I got those from my parents. I bought these for me. It was a set. My grandfather gave me this before he passed, and that actually has a window in it. I will show you this one because it is really cool. Let me just take it out. Size. I gotta move those out of the way in order to show you. It's dusty as hell, but this sword I thought was so neat because it's got a dragon on it, which is so cool. I still get a kick out of that, believe it or not. My mother and father bought this for me when I was younger. It's just really a beautiful piece. I also have other swords here, and then a pair of nunchucks that me and my father made. And if you can see it, we actually select a picture of Bruce Lee, and I won first place in a Weapons competition. Obviously, I was in martial arts. I have all those swords and stuff like that. Well, I know people that aren't in martial arts that have swords like that. But anyway, moving on. This is my PC/NAS server, which I keep saying I'm going to do a NAS server video, and I haven't done it yet. It's just, I want to make sure I'm going to do it right to where it's understandable. So I take a lot of time in figuring out how I want to explain it to you guys. And if you saw my videos in the past, I get a lot of compliments that I really explain them really well. It's because I really think them out and think about it from someone that's brand new to this. And then I got up here is my old Apple time machine, which I had to fix. I had to take it apart. Those were a disaster. And over here is my workbench, which is a mess usually, with my monitor so I can do overheads. And that, if you guys want to see the video on how to build one of those, click right up here. I usually have my Canon Vixia, which is still in the mix, guys. I don't know why everybody thinks I just went with my T6i. I have a Canon T6i, but I also have my Canon Vixia. I love my Canon Vixia. So I still use it. I use it for overhead shots, and I love these little adapters. They are great. They just snap right in there like that, and now I got an overhead camera. Over here I have some rewards I won, mostly for art, and BOSI's, another one, I forget what that one was for. I just hang them up on the wall because I like to think I'm special sometimes. And then I got my certificate of completion at NYU for 3D animation using Maya, which I am not using today, but I still loved my 3D animation. It was a great journey. I wouldn't give anything up for it, even though I don't really do 3D animation anymore. Up here is all my camera gear. It looks a little messy, but it isn't because I'm constantly grabbing everything up here. Those are all my different lenses for my Canon Vixia, batteries. I got lenses, T6i, batteries, different things, holders, microphone stuff, some of my drones up there because that's where I want to put them. My workout gear down here that I never use. to be a workout nut, and then I got fat, and then I stopped being a workout nut. So, and right here, I want to show you guys this. This is my camera rig right now. Even with the T6i, I use the Canon Vixia and the T6i on this one. I have a light. I got the microphone, which you could see that video right here. It's the Takstar. And then I never did anything on this, but this is my iPad holder, so I could read off scripts. So I'm not rambling like I am in this video. I got these light boxes, which are actually connected to a smart switch down here, some more light gear down there, and then this is my messy, really messy side. I thought the other one was messy. This is really bad. This is just all kinds of stuff, Raspberry Pi stuff, circuit boards, stuff like that. I try to do a little soldering. I'm trying to learn a little bit about that, but it's a whole bunch of junk, hard drives, stuff for repairing computers. I'm into that, fixing a lot of different things. You know what? Let's go back over. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'll just show you real quick. I'm making a mess out of my office, even worse. All right. So down here is my toolbox. Soldering iron. Another thing that I forgot to show you guys, this is just a mat, a rolled out mat, and it's just to make the background of the overhead shots nice. And then I also use leftover from when I did the floor in my house, these right here, just wooden planks. And then this is the mic that gave me problems that everybody was telling me that, my radio thanks you, you know, that stupid shit. So, and then through this door is to my garage. Let's go take a look at the garage, shall we? Alexa, turn on the garage lights.
Okay.
Alright, so we're in my garage now. Like my sign, no stupid people allowed. I don't know why I go in there, but I do. Real quick, if you are curious about how I get the lights on and off, I use a lot of different smart plugs, stuff like that. Another thing is these TP-Link switches, which are right here. I'll leave a link for the video above. If I didn't run out of links, if I did, I'll leave it in the description. I'm probably gonna put a whole list of description of videos that I did. I also did the garage door opener, which was not a popular video. Up here, I was gonna do commercials when I was doing my company, and it didn't work out, so this is all my production gear. That was like back in like 02 or 03, something like that. But anyway, Frigidaire air conditioner. I'll leave a link for the video down below. Got my Scion TC. Love that. First new car I ever bought, and held on to it because after 3 months of owning it, it got hit by a woman in an SUV, and it's never been the same. So I bought a new car, but it was used. Pretty much a little bit of an organization nut. I like everything in its place. Not really super clean, just like stuff organized. And here I'll bring you over to my refrigerator. Now, I am not a beer drinker. Don't really care for beer, but I do love, and I got a whole bunch of them in there, Zima. Love it. They brought it back, and I stocked up on it with the diet. If you haven't seen that video, I got on a diet. I used to be ginormous, and I can't really drink them that often. That's why there's so many of them still there, and I really love Coke, and I can't really drink that anymore because, you know, I'm watching calories. Coca-Cola. Did shoot quite a few videos in this garage, but I just figured I'd show it off. It's part of the building. We'll go back. Let's go back, shall we? Me and my father actually built this office. It was not intended for YouTube. It was originally intended for my graphic design business and side work, which did not take off. It was originally just really like a shed. So, and then over here is a disaster area. Those are all the boxes. Most of that stuff I bought. I don't really throw out boxes. We're gonna look over here, and this is another messy area. This is where Bella sleeps. You probably hear her in the background. This is our couch. I originally put the couch out here because I thought my wife would want to spend time with me out here while I'm working on stuff, and she'd just sit on her computer. That didn't really work out because she likes the couch in the house, obviously. And this is Belle's. This is our beautiful boxer pit that my wife rescued, and she is a doll, and I love her to death. And yes, these pillows, this is my wife in my man cave. This is what happens when you have a wife and she goes into your man cave. Love you more. She got me burlap sack pillows. So this was supposed to be her spot. It didn't turn out to be her spot. That's basically the tour of my office. I wanted to share with you guys because I think people like seeing behind the scenes of different creators. And I love these. I love when someone shows you their shop. You can take a look at how they work and what their workflow's like and how they do things. So I just thought it would be fun to show off some of the stuff, maybe give you some information that you normally wouldn't have. So that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if this helped you in any way. And if it probably didn't, it was just probably a boring video, but, and remember, you can do anything, right, Bells, that you put your mind to. This light. Ooh. That was great. You're still here? You haven't clicked on all these videos that I made? Or better yet, like button? Or even better, subscribe button? Just putting it out there.